keep your butt at home, call in sick, or fix your freaking attitude.
Yeah. Being a parent isn't easy. They don't teach you how to do this. Kids don't come with manuals to help you get through this. But I done seen it all. Everything like a nudist. They have you pull your hair out till you look like a Buddhist. But I made a decision to change how I was living. Make the most out of my opportunities that I was giving to myself. I'll give my all. Don't ever give less. I don't want to be a good father, man. I want to be the best. No, I don't want to be Anya's Animal Adventures. Daddy's 2 cents.
Yo, just a real quick short message, man. Let me tell you something. Me and the family went out to eat after watching the movie. Had a great night. Had a good movie night with the family and everything. We go over here to this IHOP on University. I'll post the address in the chat so you'll see who it is and where it is. Let me tell you something, man. If you're having a bad day, don't bring that crap to work. You feel me? Do not bring that crap to work. Keep your butt at home, call in sick, or fix your freaking attitude. We get to this IHOP. From the time we get there, we're like the only people there. There's nobody there. From the time we get there, this lady back there in the back is cooking. It's just, where are these people coming from? Why are these people suddenly showing up? Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Why are people coming up and that? Because they're hungry and they want to eat. The other little waitress, because it stopped raining, so now they're going to come in like flies because, now we're going to get real busy because it stopped raining and da-da-da-da-da. I'm sitting up here listening to all the chitter-chat and talk or whatever, and I'm like, you know what, let me just ignore this. Yeah, whatever. It can't last that long, right? Can it? So then she's still blabbing on. Like, we're seated now. We're the only people seated. We're the only freaking table seated. So this other group comes in here. These 2 dudes from freaking Foot Locker come in. I don't know what they say to them. But long story short is they turn around, they're like, well, you know what, we're going to make your day a little bit easy for you. We'll just go eat somewhere else. And she's like, okay, cool, thank you. So then they leave. And then next thing you know, she proceeds to start talking about them. So a couple more people come in and everything. I guess some people doing some online pickups and stuff. A couple more people come in and everything. And same thing, like they're basically turning customers away. They're like, oh, you need to call corporate. You need to tell corporate that they need to send us more people because we can't be taking all these orders by ourselves and da-da-da-da-da. And she's just complaining up a freaking storm. Just nonstop, blah, 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 whatever. And so most people end up turning around and leaving while other people are sitting there waiting. So while we're sitting there waiting on our food, she starts playing some music. No big deal. They play music in IHOP all the time. No big deal. So first few songs that come on were like, what was it? I think it was like some, stick, some South Florida, some stick it to the left, stick it to the right. No big deal. Just, they don't really say words anyway. It's just dance music. Then next thing you know, I'm a Savage. Classic, bougie, that comes on. Not edited version. Loud. So, I'm there with my 9-year-old and my kids. I mean, the teenagers I'm not so much worried about as much, but my 9-year-old, yeah, that's definitely not the song I'm trying to have my 9-year-old jamming to while she eats her pancakes, her smiley face pancakes and bananas. So I approached the lady and I said, hey, if you don't mind, changing the song, please. Like, I didn't tell her to turn it down. I didn't tell her to pick it. I was like, hey, if you don't mind changing the song, please. I got a 9-year-old over here who I would like to, trying to, that ain't really what I want my 9-year-old to hear. So she's like, okay, no problem. She agrees. So she agrees. Like I said, no problem, honey, this is this. So she turns it down, which is what I asked her to do. I just asked her to change the song. I don't care. I mean, all Waffle House places like that, they have music playing. It's no big deal. Not tripping. But then we're sitting there waiting on our food, and I start to hear these comments. And I'm wondering to myself, like, are these comments directed towards me? I'm hearing things about the radio and the music people listen to on the radio and what people listen to in their cars with their kids and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel like this is directed towards me. So next thing you know, she starts talking about the food she's making. The woman, the waitress is like, hey, how's it coming with the order? She's like, oh, I'm making these pancakes good. I'm making these pancakes really nice and Christian. I want to make sure these pancakes are really nice and Christian. I want to make sure that they're good and wholesome, and you know, they're not ghetto pancakes. I want to make sure they're nice and this and this. I'm like, okay, now I definitely know she's throwing shots, a little subliminal. So I'm like, all right, patience, Daniel, patience. Just, you know, I started getting the shake in the hand. I started legs started shaking a little bit. I'm like, don't do it, man. You're with your family. Just let it go. So we're still waiting on our food, and she says something else to the waitress who was egging her on. She was just co-signing everything this broad said, and she's basically, co-signing and egging her on. And oh my God, girl, you on one today? Ha, girl, I told you today was the day I want to come in work. I ain't da. Whatever the heck. But then she starts with the, I want to make sure these are Christian eggs and Christian hash browns and all this. So I stand up. I'm gearing to walk over there. My kids look at me. I look at my kids, and I'm like, don't do it, Dave. Just sit back down. So I go to sit back down, and by the time my butt touches the seat, because, we want to make sure these are good Christian. That's enough. So I walk over to the lady, and I'm like, listen, it ain't about Christian eggs, Christian pancakes. I said, I just politely asked you to change the song. I was like, because I have a kid over here who I'd rather not hear about getting head and screwing this and screwing that. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with it's just not appropriate for my child to be hearing that music to me. And I'm in your business to where it's like, okay, respect the customer. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to my waitress. I don't give a flying crap who you talking to, because I know who you talking about. At the end of the day, I already know who you're running your mouth about. And because of that, me and you are going to have a discussion. Now, you ain't going to talk to me about nothing, because I'm talking to my waitress. Well, I almost lost my freaking mind in there. Part of me wanted to grab the plates and all this other stuff and do this and that. But at the end of the day, I had to control my anger, control my energy. Remember that I am a role model for my children. This was a great opportunity for me to show my kids how you handle situations like that, how you handle people like that. And one thing I pointed out to my kids was that, I said as soon as she was approached, her whole entire demeanor changed. Suddenly, I'm just talking to my waitress. Nah, bro, I know what you was over there doing, and I know who you was over there running your mouth about. And then the other one wanted to try to co-sign them. She's the manager. I don't care if she's a manager or not. I was like, y'all, and she's been rude to every customer who came through here the first time they walked through the door. And then she sat up there and felt like she was going to try to ride me out for not wanting Megan Thee Stallion being played around my 9-year-old. Look, the whole point of this video is to tell you all the time, if you having a bad day, call in to work. Okay? Don't bring your crap to everybody else who's just there to grab a meal or just there to shop for clothes or whatever else. You're having a bad day, you go have your bad day by your freaking self. But don't put it off on nobody else. At the end of the day, we've already communicated with corporate and everything else, and I can almost guarantee you she's going to lose her job. Probably the little waitress that was co-signing for her too. But I'm going to make sure that she loses her job. That is going to be my goal for the next 3-4 weeks, is to make sure this woman does not have a job anymore. Then she can really be mad at home by her freaking self, angry and jobless. But like I told her before I walked out there, I said, listen, at the end of the day, we're going to go eat somewhere else. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to cook. So go cook. And it felt good, because at the end of the day, she had to go cook. It's her job. Like I said, don't bring your crap to work. That's my 2 cents and my IHOP experience on University in Pembroke Pines. Spend it how you want to. Peace.
Want to be the best. None on the beat. Anya's Animal Adventures. Daddy's 2 cents.